Condition deteriorating in hours.
From start to finish, probably 6 hours for us to find out her mother was there. And we weren't allowed to see her the entire time.
We couldn't even go in. She was alone. The Air Force now sending medical teams to help with the surge of patients in El Paso. New Mexico fears they could run out of hospital beds within days.
Another grim record is looming. COVID-19 patients in hospitals across the US now approaching 60,000, numbers not seen since the start of the pandemic. Back here, 200 Russian fishermen at the centre of a COVID outbreak at a Christchurch quarantine hotel have now been released by health officials. They were cleared to head to their deep-sea trawlers, arriving in Littleton this morning to find an unexpected tragedy. Thomas Mead reports.
What's tragedy there?
Fishermen are known to have certain superstitions, and as far as omens go, this isn't a good one. A net's lowered to the dock at Littleton Harbour, carrying the body of a Russian mariner. Police in full white PPE taking no chances as the stretcher is run to a hearse. The patient, who died of natural causes and is not a COVID case, leaving the dock as dozens of his countrymen arrive.
Operator Independent Fisheries described the death as a tragedy, saying the man had been on board for a week after flying in from Russia and completing his managed isolation in Portland.
It came on the same morning that more than 200 other Russians were released from a managed isolation hotel in Christchurch after a difficult 22-day quarantine. More than 30 of them tested positive for the virus, but most have now been cleared to leave following 5 COVID tests. The men now heading to Nelson, Littleton and Dunedin.
One of those vessels will be departing today to go fishing pretty much immediately.
Others will stay on board their ships for another week.
We essentially cancelled shore leave for all of the people on that boat for a period of 7 days, just to give the public reassurance, even though from a perspective of those crews that have been deemed as not contagious.
The fishing companies want to bring in a charter flight for another 200 Russians, but there's no time frame on that yet. In the meantime, these ships will head out to sea, hoping better luck is on the horizon. Thomas Mead, One News.
There's one new case of COVID-19 today. A health worker at Auckland Jet Park quarantine facility, first reported by health officials last night. 25 close contacts are in isolation and undergoing testing. A liquor store on Upper Queen Street and the Music Bar in the central CBD have undergone deep cleaning. The Jet Park worker visited both businesses on Thursday while infectious but not showing any symptoms. Pay us more. That's the message from New Zealand fruit pickers as growers cry out for more labour. The lack of fruit pickers coming in from the Pacific has created a crisis in the industry. There are calls for a shake-up. Kristen Walker.
The chance to get outdoors is what attracted fruit picker Daniel to the industry, but the work is tough.
You're picking anywhere from 1 to 5 tons a day. Find them constantly. It's backbreaking work.
He doesn't want to be identified with fear of losing work. He's a veteran picker with experience both here and more recently in Australia. Since returning home, his wages have taken a big hit.
Coming here, I'm down 80 to 100 bucks a day. Money hasn't gone up in any significant way for 20 years.
It's a similar story for Craig, another long-time fruit picker. He's been writing to politicians outlining his concerns about the industry.
Quite often spoken to quite bluntly. You get handed rates, you can attempt to negotiate, but as a rule you generally get branded as a troublemaker.
First unions calling for a living wage, $22.10 an hour for all horticulture workers in New Zealand. It says most are getting the minimum hourly wage of $18.90.
Certainly we hear this narrative that you can earn more money if you pick at a greater rate. It's just not that often that we come across people who are significantly making more than that.
Despite the impact of COVID-19, fruit exports are up. Statistics New Zealand figures show in the year to September, fruit exports were worth $3.8 billion. That's an 11% increase on the same period last year. This economist says orchardists will have to get creative to attract potential workers who've moved away from the region in recent years.
We have a lot more people working in lots of hotels seasonally, so the university students are more likely to work in a restaurant or a hotel.
It's hoped current union bargaining will have a flow-on effect for other New Zealand workers.
We're working with a very large horticultural employer, and we're hoping to
Kristen Hall, 1 News.
Buak na
A
po.
change of
Buwak
heart.
ito nga, para makuha ang
Matt
kuha.
King seen him conceding to
Makuha
beat.
na ang tain niya.
National MP deciding overnight not to seek judicial recount
Kita rin
after
kitang mukha.
narrowly losing
Ulit na
the
pupuntahan.
seat yesterday on special votes. The specials turning Mr King's election night lead more than 700 votes into a deficit of 163. Ihari Akine next. A devastating virus rears its ugly head once more, with thousands of calves sent to the slaughterhouse. The marketplace business has struck again. More women than men lost their jobs here due to COVID, so why are men getting more help to retrain? And it's a spectacular landscape, but only a shadow of its former self. These environmentalists are hoping to turn back time and thank it for natural backing.
Are you buying online more often these days? Remember, there are some things you need to check before you buy. It's easy. Take a moment to pause before you pay. Have a look around and ask yourself, does the site look genuine? Check for a padlock symbol next to the URL to make sure the page is secure, and read some customer reviews. It's good to know what to look for when buying online. So get more tips at consumerprotection.gov.nz.
9 a.m. mass day. Got up very early because we're going to church at 9
Okay,
a.m.
it's 9 a.m.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm going to see that new priest.
Well, we'll go 9 a.m. And then,
I'm not going, guys.
oh no, we need to go home. I want to
The-
go and pray for
the-
America.
The